Mr. Umesh Sinha. He is Deputy Election Commissioner looking after Haryana. So I would request Sudhir Tripathi sir to please address the press regarding Haryana, Maharashtra.
Good evening, friends. I'll take you through the various aspects of polls which were held in Maharashtra today. 288 assembly constituencies of Maharashtra went to polls today, spread over 36 districts. The number of polling stations is 91,376, which includes 1,897 auxiliary polling stations spread over 51,146 polling station locations. We had this time some model polling station set up, whose number was 578. The electorate in Maharashtra total is 8 crores 35 lakhs 38,114. This includes 4 crores 41 lakhs 33,836 males, 3 crores 94 lakhs 3,294 females, and 984 third gender. The total number of service voters in Maharashtra is 1,47,718. Pursuant to the orders of Honorable Supreme Court in Leela Gokhale versus Union of India case, we have now a provision wherein service personnel at peace stations who have been there since 1/1/2014 may also get enrolled as general voters at their place of posting, and in compliance of this, 12,260 service personnel have been enrolled as general voters. The total number of candidates in Maharashtra for the 288 assembly seats were 4,119, which comprised of 3,843 males and 276 females. The total number of EVMs that we used, balloting units used, is 1,51,032, and control unit used is 1,14,255. During these elections, at 13 assembly constituencies spread over 8 districts. These districts are Aurangabad, Wardha, Amravati, Nasik, Chandrapur, Yavatmal, Ahmednagar and Bhandara. We used VVPAT along with the EVMs, that is voter verifiable paper audit trail. And in all, 3,942 polling stations were covered by VVPAT. The polling hours generally for the state were from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. However, there were 4 constituencies which were in LWE affected areas of Gondia and Gadchiroli. These are 66 Amgaon ST in Gondia, 67 Armori ST in Gadchiroli, again 68 Gadchiroli ST, 69 Aheri ST. All last 3 in Gadchiroli district, where polling hours were from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Insofar as various arrangements for proper conduct of elections were concerned, 5.84 lakh polling personnel were deployed across these 91,000 and odd polling stations. We further deployed 288 general observers, 7 police observers, 81 expenditure observers, 18 awareness observers, 288 assistant expenditure observers, 2,427 micro observers, 937 flying squads, 1,032 static surveillance teams, 523 model code of conduct monitoring teams, 712 video cameras, some of the achievements with regard to the enforcement machinery which was there on the ground. Seizure of cash was to the tune of 17 crores 92 lakhs. Seizure of liquor in terms of liters, 4.61 lakh liters, valued at rupees 10.19 crores. 73 cases of paid news have been reported. Coming to incidents, the polling has generally been peaceful with moderate turnout. 2 incidents have been reported from Gadchiroli. I'll give you the details of these incidents. In the first incident, in Illapalli block at Tatpalli forest, 2 kilometers from the Tatpalli polling station, there was exchange of fire between security forces and LW extremists. There was no report of any injury on either side, and there was no disturbance to the polling process. The second incident is again from Gadchiroli district, Shamorshi block, when polling party was returning after conduct of polls between village Makkapalli and village Chapalwara. There was a claymore mine blast followed by exchange of fire. One CRPF Jawan has received injury in his feet, and here he has been airlifted to Nagpur for further treatment. Now coming to voter turnout. The figures of voter turnout that we have up to 5 o'clock, for which all assembly segments have filled in their details. The voter turnout was 54.5%, which is likely to exceed. The voter turnout up till 5 p.m. was 54.5%, which is because our poll time is till 6 p.m. So this voter turnout is likely to exceed 62%. This is the kind of guesstimate that we can make at the moment. However, my effort would be that before this press conference gets over, because still those details are being filled in, if I can get a more precise assessment, I'll pass it on to you.
What was the last year's turnout?
I'll give you the 3 reference points that we had. 2009 Lok Sabha, the turnout is 50.74%. 2009 Assembly elections, the turnout is 59.49%. 59.49%. 2009 Assembly. And 2014 Lok Sabha, it is 60.42%. 60.42%.
Can you give us the figures of some important cities voter percentage, like Bombay, Nagpur?
I'll try to collect that and pass it on to you before this gets over, because still they are in the process of entering the figures. So now I'll pass on to
one more question. Last time there were a lot of reports, allegations about most of the lakhs of voters were missing. Is there any complaint this time? How it happened?
No, there were absolutely no complaints throughout the day with regard to any issue relating to electoral rolls. However, now that you raised this point, so let me also inform that in between the Lok Sabha elections and these assembly elections, the Commission ordered a special summary revision of the electoral rolls, followed by continuous updation of rolls, and in the process, 29.4 lakh voters were added to the rolls which were used for the Lok Sabha elections. So we added 29.4 lakh voters
To the assembly.
to the rolls which were there for the Lok Sabha elections, and some very unprecedented measures were taken to ensure that the quality of rolls improve, like in the 4 districts of Mumbai City, Mumbai Suburban, Thane and Pune, 26 lakh letters were sent to all those whose names had been deleted during the past 2 years, along with the Form 6, that is the enrollment form, asking them to fill up their forms in case they are still there and their name has somehow been deleted. 26 lakh letters had been sent. I'll try to collect that and pass it on to you before. Historical high I don't have with me at the moment. Again, if I can get it, I'll pass on. I'll now pass on to my colleague Umesh Sinha, will take you through the Haryana figure. Umesh, come here. Come.
Up idhar aaiye. Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Today's poll for Haryana General Assembly elections passed off peacefully, barring few sporadic incidences at some polling locations. The complaints received at the ECI level from the candidates or the political parties were immediately sent to the concerned authorities and observers for necessary action, and we are taking detailed report for each incident or the information we received at our level. Tomorrow the scrutiny of the document will start at 11 am, wherein observers have been directed to look into the documents of the presiding officers, and all candidates have been informed to be present during this scrutiny so that they may convey their grievances, if at all they have, to the observers. And after carefully examining the report of the observers, the Commission will take a view for repoll wherever required. As far as the Haryana Lok Sabha election, assembly election details are concerned, details are like this. In 21 districts of Haryana, in 90 assembly constituencies and 16,320 polling stations, election took place. The number of electors, total number of electors was 1,56,96,894. There were 1 lakh, more than 1 lakh service voters, and fortunately it was covered by 100% EPIC and 100% photo electoral roll. In these elections, 1,351 candidates contested. About the EVM, today there was not much complaint. Before the start of the poll, we had to replace 30 EVMs out of 16,320, and after the start of poll, only 23 were replaced. We used VVPAT at 6 assembly constituencies, and VVPAT also we had very few complaints. Only 15 VVPATs were replaced due to the paper jam and some small technical defect. In the entire arrangements of the election, 46 general observers, 5 police observers, 21 expenditure observers, 10 awareness observers, and 44 special observers were deputed by the Election Commission. There were 4,600 micro observers. To enforce the model code of conduct, we had engaged 284 flying squads, 291 static surveillance team, and there were 271 MCC monitoring teams. In these elections, we deputed 4,310 video cameras, 1,000 CCTV, and at 1,000 webcasting. In the vulnerability mapping and the mapping of the criticalities, there were 2,645 locations were identified as sensitive, 2,665 as the hypersensitive. In the process of enforcement, more than 182,000 liters of liquor was seized, and more than 3.1 crore cash was recovered. In this election, the highlight is that the turnout was highest ever, and till now the information which we have received is tentatively 73%.
Sir?
That
Up to 5 PM, sir?
up to 6.
Up to 6.
After 6 also at the some locations the polling was going on. So maybe that by late night we will be able to receive the exact situation,
What
which
do you
may.
expect to go up to, sir? Like how parties are kind of give us an estimate?
No estimates. I think we encourage them to motivate the voters and give them as much facilitation as possible. So the turnout is very encouraging. Last Lok Sabha election it was 71.86, and in the assembly election it was 65%. So turnout.
सर असेंबली इलेक्शन सर एक हिसार का एक ऐसा बूथ सेंटर है जहां पर सुभाष चंद्रा जी गए हुए थे और वहां के जो मतदाता थे उनके ऊपर दबाव डालने की कोशिश की और पहचान पत्र मांगा देखा। क्या चुनाव आयोग उनके ऊपर कार्रवाई करेगा?
I told you that all the incidences, all the matters which have come to the knowledge of the ECI, this is also one of them. We are taking detailed report from the district authorities and from the chief electoral officer, and whatever is required on the merit, that will be
So can you
done.
repeat the turnout for Lok Sabha 2009 and Assembly 2009 Haryana?
No, I said Lok Sabha 2014,
Okay.
which was 71.86. 86.
Assembly 2009.
साथ में फायरिंग हुई थी, किस लिए हुई थी और क्या मकसद था उसका?
नहीं, फायरिंग जो हुई थी वो दो ग्रुप्स के बीच में हुई थी. It was 6 p.m.
Till 6 p.m.
Yes, till we came to know about the
How much was that?
73 for today. Yeah, 73.
हिस्टोरिकल हाई है आज तक
Above all assembly elections?
Yes.
Or does it also
Above all elections. Of all elections.
Now, what is the percentage of last assembly election?
65.
65.
It's an increase of 8%.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, could you please clarify the figure again? It's 73% or 75%?
73 I said.
And this is tentative.
This is tentative, which may vary a little bit because as the presiding officers come and give their report, exact report from the polling
But
station.
this is till 6 p.m.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I think I would request the violence see out of the 16,000 odd locations, we got complaint from about 25 locations where there are some small sporadic incidences of some classes or some conflict that we have immediately directed to send a detailed report, and tomorrow again at the time of scrutiny all the complaints which have come, that will be taken into considerations, and candidates have been invited to do that, and the suitable action will be taken wherever necessary. Thank you. I invite Mr. P.K. Das, the Director General.
Consolidated figures on related to expenditure monitoring and any other question related to this figure as well.
Good evening, friends. We had the seizure of in Haryana, cash seizure of rupees 3. It was incident free except one or two incidents that Mr. Sinha has already said. So far as seizure is concerned, seizure of cash is 3.10 crore, and seizure of liquor is 1,82,706 liters. 1,82,706 liters. The worth is 2.69 crores, and the drugs 1.21 crore. Total pen news cases detected in Haryana 67. So, yeah. Maharashtra seizure of cash is quite high. It is all-time high in Maharashtra this time. It is 17.92 crore. 17.92 crore. 0.92 crore. Cash. Liquor is 4,61,000 liters. 4,61,000 liters valued at 10.19 crore. Seizure of drugs is a small amount, but 4,05,000 worth 4,05,000 rupees. Paid news cases in Maharashtra, 73 cases. 73 cases paid news, confirmed cases of paid news.
How many complaints were there, sir, in all?
Maharashtra, the total notices were issued 348.
348 cases were detected. 73 have been confirmed.
Haryana 197. 197.
Sir, there was a complaint about Congress complaint in Maharashtra. BJP has continuously advertised the speech on television channels. Yeah.
The repeat telecast of his medicine